Hello everyone and welcome to another video of mine. Here I will be discussing a match I had with my student Kaloyan and I. This is the third time we meet this past year in a tournament. In the first exchange, I try to attack the arms and he follows back. With this engage I continue immediately in, and when we separate I manage to hit the head one-handed. In this tournament, the head strikes are highly valued, as they give maximum points and stop the afterblow. So this is why again I go for a second strike to the head. His attempted slice here is deemed no quality as it was with the flat, but it was my mistake for going so far in without proper control. As he was turning his head, it was a very dangerous situation and I am happy I managed to divert the strike. It was counted as a ring out as he stepped out before I finished my hits. In the next exchange, he does not allow me to take control and actively closes in distance. He manages to land a strike towards my head, and even though I attempt my own strike, I don't think I landed in quality. As you can see on the other side, he parries the attempted hit, closes the distance well. It would have been better to go a bit lower, but this is still acceptable. In the next exchange, I do not wait for him. The moment he closes in enough distance, I do a Shilhao towards his head. I manage to land with the first strike, but then I continue with another Zwerg, as I am not sure if my hits is quality enough and the judge saw it. They did, and I am awarded 3 more points. In the next exchange, we both give ourselves a bit more time to think, not engaging directly. When I do attempt to strike, I'm quite happy that he actually misses his own. Then I manage to parry his attempted afterblow and strike again. My initial strike is mostly flat, but the second one would have landed quality enough. In this exchange, I take advantage of him going into the center without a defensive stance. The moment I feel he is in distance, I launch a direct attack towards his head. Then immediately close in arms high towards his, so he is unable to follow up with any strike of his own. With the now massive lead I have, I try to play about a bit more, and get immediately punished for that. Unfortunately, he was not awarded points, but he managed to do quite a good strike. I think he got me twice on both sides of the arms, first with the initial closing in, then in close distance. It was deemed unclear exchange, no points. In the next one, I attempt again to play about a bit, changing between both high and low hanging position from the left. We engage, nothing happens, then an attempted Zwerg, he attempts a strike to my arms. It was deemed a blow after blow, though to be honest I'm not sure if I ever land here, or at least with any kinds of quality. As you can see, after his strike he immediately goes for a defense. Then he decides to stay a bit out of distance this time, not go directly in. When I try to do my Zwergs from one side and the other, he just slams my hands in. I think I attempt to grab his sword here, but it was obviously not going to stop. And now this is his victory dance with my other student Stephanie there. The following exchange is perhaps my favorite exchange, and one that I sent to Steve Cheney from the US to overanalyze a bit. It's a long and complex one. It starts from out of distance with going both in long point. I attempted Zwerg, then parry his attempted strikes. I think his attempted hit afterwards to go again in distance is a mistake, as he is still in a place where I can easily defend, without him ever being able to actually hit me. As you can see, his first attack is very out of distance and never going to land. I've prepared for that, and my attempted Zwerg maybe even hits. I'm quite happy to have managed another Mutirian where I hit towards his body, although the thrust mostly skipped. For the final exchange of the match, we both close distance slowly, then I engage with 2 strikes from the right side. He manages to partially parry both of them, but at least one of them lands, and that's match over. I'm really happy with his performance. He has been my student for the last couple of years and has started competing last year, enjoying both arming sword and longsword. I fenced him at this tournament once again in the first round of eliminations in Sword. That's all for today, see you next time.